recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
It's Summerslam! The World Wrestling Federation's summer tradition makes its way to New York City as Hulk Hogan defends the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship against a member of the Bobby Heenan family. The Intercontinental title's on the line inside of a 15-foot-high steel cage as the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, defends against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Demolition, the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, defend against the Young Stallions. The Intercontinental Tag Team Championship is on the line as Strikeforce defends against the fabulous Rougeau brothers. The Bobby Heenan family will be in action, and their opponents will range between Randy Macho Man Savage, Rowdy Roddy Piper, and the pay-per-view debut of the Ultimate Warrior. It's hot, it's sizzling, it's SummerSlam!
And welcome everybody to SummerSlam. I'm your host, Gotmark76, and we begin today's show with some tag team action as Andre the Giant and the Bodyguard Virgil will be in tag team action against Bam Bam Bigelow and Jake the Snake Roberts. And what a match this will be, as Andre the Giant and the Bodyguard Virgil have been known to interfere on behalf of the $1 Million Man during his Intercontinental title reign, or defenses I should say. However, later on in tonight's broadcast that will not be possible as Ted DiBiase defends the Intercontinental title against Ricky Steamboat inside of a steel cage. And Virgil making his way to ringside. And the crowd stands for the debut, or the appearance, I should say, of Jake the Snake Roberts. And of course, in tow with Damien. And here comes the Beast from the East. From Asbury Park, New Jersey, Bam Bam Bigelow. And Bam Bam Bigelow making his presence known here in the World Wrestling Federation. He debuted just a couple short months ago, and he already has some impressive victories, including a count-out victory over that man, Andre the Giant. It looks to be Andre the Giant starting out with Jake the Snake Roberts, and away we go. Fans, we thank you for tuning in. A great show lined up for you today. Hulk Hogan will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against a member of the Bobby Heenan family. Now, all day long, our backstage reporters have been trying to get the inside scoop as to who the challenger will be for that title. And Bobby Heenan and all of the Heenan family have been mum. They haven't said a word. However, there are matches scheduled, tentatively scheduled, to take place later tonight. It was supposed to be, or is supposed to be, the Macho Man Randy Savage going against Ravishing Rick Rude. Now, obviously, if Rick Rude is challenging for the world title, then there will be a substitute for Rick Rude in that match. Rowdy Roddy Piper is scheduled to face against Ken Patera. Ken Patera had a world title opportunity and almost won the world title back on August 5th. And again, if he is the challenger for the world title, then Rowdy Roddy Piper will have another member of the Heenan family as an opponent. There are Heenan family members not scheduled to wrestle today, including King Harley Race, King Kong Bundy, Big John Studd, and the Brooklyn Brawler. As Bam Bam goes for a cover and a kick out by Virgil. During that contest, I had mentioned Bam Bam had a count-out victory versus Andre the Giant. At the conclusion of that match, Virgil took a steel chair to the left leg of Bam Bam Bigelow. We will see if he favors that in this contest as he's thrown into the turnbuckle. And Virgil tags in Andre, and here comes Andre. And once and for all, the Intercontinental title will be decided. Ted DiBiase is the champion. He won that match back in June as he defeated Ricky Steamboat in a 2 out of 3 falls match. However, there was controversy in that one as well. Outside interference by the two men in the ring, Andre the Giant and Virgil. Jack Tunney insisted on a Intercontinental steel cage match. And we will have, finally after today, an undisputed Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. As Andre the Giant slams Jake down to the mat with force. And a body slam like that would hurt anyway, but you add an extra 1.5 feet for Andre the Giant, as most competitors here in the World Wrestling Federation are between 6 foot and 6'5". And Andre the Giant is over 7 feet tall. Oh, and Jake coming back, throws Virgil into the ropes. But Virgil catches Jake, and Virgil has been impressive. He's not known for wrestling, but he has made some big moments in recent weeks. Oh, and a drop kick in the corner, and Jake is in trouble. And now a bulldog by Virgil as Bam Bam tries to cheer on Jake the Snake. Oh, and Virgil drops a fist, and I think that busted open Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts has a big cut on his forehead. And I think the Snake smelled blood. And now he's waking up. Has Virgil into the corner, but Virgil reverses it. Throws Jake into the turnbuckle. And both of these men, Jake the Snake Roberts and Bam Bam Bigelow, looking for a possible Intercontinental title match should Ted DiBiase still be champion after tonight. And Virgil locks in the $1 Million Dream. Oh, but Jake gets out with an elbow. And a clothesline up and over the top goes Virgil. And Jake on the outside, stomping away on Virgil. Jake the Snake and Andre the Giant are no strangers. It was about a year ago at the big event in Toronto when Jake the Snake and Andre the Giant went one-on-one. Andre the Giant got the better of Jake in that contest. And one would think that the best chance that Jake the Snake and Bam Bam have of winning is to take out Virgil. And the referee counts it to 7, and Roberts throws Virgil back into the ring. The wild card in this, well, there's 2 wild cards, 1 per team. Virgil, who takes down Jake the Snake in a series of right hands, he's a wild card. And here comes the other wild card as Bam Bam Bigelow tagged in. A big forearm takes Virgil down. Running clothesline blocked by Virgil and taken down to the mat is Bam Bam. The inexperience of Bam Bam Bigelow may cost his team in this contest. He debuted here in the World Wrestling Federation just 2 short months ago. Oh, but a big forearm takes Andre down. Another clothesline and Andre goes down. The forearm and Andre goes down again. So you can see these flashes of brilliance with Bam Bam Bigelow as he picks up Andre. That's 500 pounds and drops him down. Andre in trouble. Bam Bam's gonna get the pinfall. Wheels him to the rim of the ring. Referee goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. No! Andre barely kicks out. The fans stood for that one here in New York City as they thought Bam Bam had Andre the Giant pinned. But Andre going to work still on Andre the Giant. I thought that was it. I didn't think there was any way that Andre could kick out of that, but he somehow managed to. And Bam Bam drops an elbow, but he's a newer talent in the World Wrestling Federation. He has experience, of course, but not the most. And Virgil, of course, he's not known for being a wrestler. He's known for being a heckler, if anything, and a bodyguard, of course, for the current Intercontinental Champion Ted DiBiase. So if you're Andre and Virgil, you want to target Bam Bam Bigelow. And if you're Bam Bam Bigelow and Jake the Snake, you want to target Virgil, both of those wild cards. Bam Bam staying on top of Andre. Up and over goes Bam Bam. Andre said, that's enough of you. And now Andre goes, he's going to go make a tag, it looks like, and here comes Virgil. And Virgil missing with a drop kick. Bam Bam moving out of the way. But Virgil does not miss with that slam, taking Bam Bam down to the mat. And a shoulder block by Bam Bam takes Virgil down. Jake the Snake's on the outside. He's been busted open. He is trying to get some attention at that forehead. He has not been in the match since tagging out to Bam Bam Bigelow. And now Virgil with a series of jabs to the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow. Down goes Bam Bam. Virgil rolls Bam Bam to the center of the ring. Could this be it? I'd be shocked if it is. 1, 2, and a kick out by Bam Bam. And Andre takes out Jake. Andre now all 4 men in the ring. Andre has Jake the Snake, who kicks out. Jake misses with a double axe handle. Virgil has a $1 Million Dream and turns it into a Russian leg sweep. That could be it. If Virgil goes for the pinfall, that could be it. The $1 Million Dream into a Russian leg sweep. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3. And your winners in this opening contest are Virgil and Andre the Giant. And Virgil took the $1 Million Dream, which obviously he learned from Ted DiBiase, and turned it into a Russian leg sweep. And that was all she wrote for Bam Bam Bigelow, but Bam Bam almost pinned Andre right there. With a devastating maneuver, Andre somehow kicked out at the very last second. Referee counted 1, 2, and the hand was coming down and Andre kicked out. Fans, the Ultimate Warrior is in action next. We will find out who his opponent is. It's a member of the Heenan family. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. So the following contest here will feature a member of the Bobby Heenan family taking on the Ultimate Warrior. And it's King Kong Bundy. So King Kong Bundy will be taking on the Ultimate Warrior, which eliminates him from the possibility of challenging Hulk Hogan tonight for the world title. So we know that it's not King Kong Bundy. However, that does not mean that he has a night off here. He will be taking on one of the hottest newcomers in World Wrestling Federation history, the Ultimate Warrior. And the fans rise in excitement for the appearance of that man, the Ultimate Warrior. Running down the ringside, this man full of energy.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, it's so loud I can hardly hear myself think. It's so loud here in Madison Square Garden. Are we still on? Oh, okay, we are still on. It is deafening here. The fans love this man, the Ultimate Warrior. And I know we got little warriors at home watching on the YouTube channel. And Warrior attacked with a shoulder block, stuns King Kong Bundy up against the ropes. Clothesline up and over goes Bundy. 450 pounds clotheslined over the top rope like it was nothing. And now the Ultimate Warrior stomping away, punching away. And Bundy on the outside trying to fight back, but Warrior with a series of chops to the neck area. And Warrior throwing Bundy hard into the guardrail. Warrior slides back in, flexes his muscles, and the fans rise and show their support. Again, a series of chops to the neck. Warrior throws Bundy into the ropes and a big boot catches Bundy. Off the ropes again. The referee goes down this time in a clothesline by Warrior, but the referee back up. And Warrior going for a maneuver reversed by Bundy. And now Bundy for the first time in control. But Warrior wisely rolls to the outside. Back into the ring. Warrior with a headbutt to the back. Up and tosses Bundy to the side. And showing his muscles after throwing 450 pounds. The Ultimate Warrior picks up Bundy. Going for a clothesline block, then slammed down to the mat. Is the Ultimate Warrior Bundy making a comeback here? Ooh, and catching a kick. Bundy now, the knee to the side of the Ultimate Warrior. And a savant kick takes Warrior down. Bundy now picks up the Ultimate Warrior. A reversal. Into the corner goes Bundy. And now the Warrior ramming King Kong Bundy's head into the top turnbuckle. The fans are counting. 10 times goes Bundy's head into that top turnbuckle. The Warrior picks up Bundy, that's 450 pounds, and a gorilla press slam down to the mat. All the strength of the Ultimate Warrior, 450 pounds off the ropes, and a body splash on the back of Bundy. Rolls over Bundy, 1, 2, and 3. And the Ultimate Warrior with a big victory over King Kong Bundy here at SummerSlam. And here are some highlights, and here's that big splash off the ropes, but your winner, making very short work of King Kong Bundy, is the Ultimate Warrior. Fans, don't go away. The Intercontinental Tag Team titles are on the line next, as Strikeforce defends against the Fabulous Rougeau brothers. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. And the following contest is for the Intercontinental Tag Team Championship, as those men right there, the Fabulous Rougeau brothers, Raymond on the left, Jacques on the right, will be challenging Strikeforce. Now, the Fabulous Rougeau brothers in recent weeks have been going, I guess, through some kind of attitude adjustment. They've been bending and breaking the rules at each and every opportunity that they've had. They've even gone as far as to hire Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart as their manager. So these two men who claim that America is the best place to live, so I just can't get a feel for these guys. But they will be challenging Strikeforce, who won the Intercontinental Tag Team Championship from Dino Bravo and Earthquake, two other members of the Jimmy Hart family, back on June 10th. And there they are, Tito Santana and Rick Martel, Rick Martel is a fellow Canadian. So the French connection strong here in the World Wrestling Federation, 4 of which are part of the Jimmy Hart family. But Strikeforce looking to successfully defend those titles here at SummerSlam. And that is what it's all about, those Intercontinental Tag Team Championships. As introductions are being made, and some fans here in New York City still cheering for the Rougeau brothers. And of course, Rick Martel on the left, Tito Santana on the right, former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion in his own right, Tito Santana. And this match will be conducted in Texas Tornado rules. All 4 men in or outside of the ring. There is no count out. There is a disqualification. So the Rougeaus will not want to get caught bending the rules in this one, or they will not win the Tag Team Intercontinental titles here. And now the bell is rung. I will do my best to call the action. As Martel with a back body drop on Ray Rougeau. Jacques and Tito going at it. And a neck breaker by Jacques takes Tito down. The Intercontinental Tag Team titles are a new title here in the World Wrestling Federation, less than a year old. The initial champions were the Young Stallions. They defeated the British Bulldogs in a tournament final on Saturday night's main event to win those titles. Lost them to Dino Bravo and Earthquake at WrestleMania. And that was back in March. And then on June 10th, Strikeforce defeated Dino Bravo and Earthquake, and now the Rougeaus challenge Strikeforce. So the tag team division here in the World Wrestling Federation is very full of top talent, and all they're chasing or holding on to some version of a tag team championship, as Jacques Rougeau has Tito Santana in a camel clutch. Rick Martel throws Raymond over the top rope. Oh, and Martel takes out Jacques as Tito was about to escape the camel clutch. And a beautiful drop kick by Rick Martel takes Jacques Rougeau down. And now Raymond has Rick Martel on his shoulders, and a flapjack. Down goes Martel. Tito and Jacques going at it, changing blows. And now Tito Santana working the leg, a step over toe hold on Jacques Rougeau. And Rick Martel with an arm drag takeover on Ray Rougeau. Fast and furious action here at SummerSlam. We thank you for tuning in. Ray working the neck of Martel as Tito dumps Jacques to the outside floor. Ooh, and Raymond meets Martel with a big blow. And now a series of elbows to the top of the head as the PS4 skips. And now Jacques takes down Santana as Ray Rougeau has a submission maneuver on Martel, but Martel able to get out. Jacques with a snap suplex, up and over goes Tito Santana. Now Martel back in control on Ray, drops an elbow. Stomping away, Jacques with a chop to Tito. And Martel with a knee to the back of Raymond Rougeau's head. So back and forth this match is gone. And a single leg crab by Jacques, but Tito Santana makes it to the ropes. And that's one thing, a submission maneuver in this contest, your partner may not be able to save you. As Jacques working the leg on Santana, so he did a single leg crab, a leg DDT, and now another leg maneuver, and Jacques Rougeau again working the leg of Tito Santana. So keep your eye on the left leg of Tito Santana that's been worked on for the last several minutes here in this contest. Rougeau Jacques throws Santana into the turnbuckle, but the referee went down. Jacques followed up with a forearm. And Santana now has, Jacques stomping on the elbow. Santana's in trouble. Jacques has Santana up for a suplex. Oh, it's a suplex pile driver. He nails him with it. He goes for the cover. Will we have new champions? 1, 2, and 3. And the fabulous Rougeaus have won the Intercontinental Tag Team Championship thanks to a suplex pile driver by Jacques Rougeau. And there it is, a beautiful maneuver. And the Rougeaus did not have to bend the rules to win the titles here tonight. They did it fair and square. Although the referee did go down, it may have been inadvertent. And there are your winners and new Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, the fabulous Rougeau brothers. Jimmy Hart has gold in his stable again. Fans, don't go away. Roddy Piper's in action. Which member of the Heenan family will he go against? He's scheduled for Ken Patera. We'll see if Ken Patera is his opponent. We'll be right back into this quick timeout. And here we go. We will find out which member of the Heenan family will take on Roddy Piper. And it is Ken Patera. So the match was tentatively signed for Patera versus Piper. And this match is coming to fruition as scheduled. So one has to wonder, is Bobby Heenan playing mind games with Hulk Hogan? These matches were signed. This was a match that was signed weeks ago by the WWF President Jack Tunney, as well as the Macho Man versus Rick Rude. Bobby Heenan had the world title match in hand and was definitely holding that close to the vest. But we are only a mere hour or so away from that world title match, and Hulk Hogan is finding out, as we are, which member of the Heenan family it's not going to be. So King Kong Bundy wrestled earlier, lost to the Ultimate Warrior. Ken Patera's not. So that leaves a wide number of Bobby Heenan family members. Rick Rude, the Brooklyn Brawler, which I wouldn't have laughed at, except for the fact that he stepped in for Ken Patera on August 5th against Hulk Hogan, or against Jake Roberts, excuse me. Haku, Harley Race. There are many members of the Heenan family that it could be that challenge Hulk Hogan tonight, but Roddy Piper, he prepared for Ken Patera, so this doesn't hurt Hot Rod's chances at all tonight. As Roddy Piper steps through the ropes. And I gotta tell you, I thought it was gonna be Ken Patera. Ken Patera on August 5th wrestled Hulk Hogan. He almost won the World Heavyweight title. And I thought that he had done enough to earn another opportunity at Hulk Hogan, and maybe he has. But Bobby Heenan has that open contract for the world title, and it's not King Kong Bundy, it's not Ken Patera. Collar and elbow tie-up, headlock by Patera. And Roddy Piper up and down the ranks in the World Wrestling Federation. He was challenging for the World Heavyweight title around a year ago. Actually, the fall of last year, he was a top contender. He was a contender for the Intercontinental title. And kind of has found himself lost in the shuffle. I mean, he is facing all competitors, has a very impressive one-loss record. But with all the top talent here in the World Wrestling Federation, Roddy Piper finds himself not always at the top of the card, or in the main event, or in the World or Intercontinental title scene. So a victory here over Ken Patera should catapult him right back into things. As Piper now works the leg, slapping a figure 4 on Ken Patera in the middle of the ring. The referee's asking Patera if he wants to quit. Patera trying to power out. Oh, and he does with a big right hand. But the damage may have already been done. Patera with a big body blow and a big boot takes Piper down. Ken Patera, the former Olympian, the body of a Greek god, drop kicks Piper down to the mat. And now has Piper up, and look at the strength and slam down to the mat. Piper's in trouble as Patera stomps away. But Piper blocks that blow. And Patera blocks that slam. And going for a big forearm, but caught. Piper into a backbreaker, takes Patera down. Patera was going for a flying forearm. Piper caught him and turned into a backbreaker, only got a 1 out of the backbreaker. And now Piper throws Patera hard into the turnbuckle. And now Patera's back. He's holding that lower back. And Piper with the momentum. A scoop slam, down goes Patera again, that lower back. Oh, and Piper not helping any with a knee to the back. Into the turnbuckle goes Patera. Piper eyeing him up. Takes Patera out and nails him with a bulldog to the mat. Heenan up on the apron, trying to distract Piper, but Piper's too clever for that. He's setting him up, and there it is. Good night, Irene. The sleeper hold locked in. Can Patera escape? He cannot. And Patera's gone to sleep. Your winner, Rowdy Roddy Piper. And maybe with this victory, Roddy Piper will be put back into title contention here in the World Wrestling Federation as he takes out a top contender in Ken Patera. And he does so with that maneuver right there. Good night, Irene. Had it locked in, and Patera went night-night. So King Kong Bundy was not the opponent for Hogan. He lost. Ken Patera not the opponent for Hogan. He lost. Which member of the Bobby Heenan will get a world title match later tonight? Stick around, but for next, the World Wrestling Federation tag titles are on the line. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. And welcome back to Summerslam. The following contest will be for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. As the former Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, the Young Stallions make their way to ringside. Paul Roma and Jim Powers. And these two men have been excitement extraordinaire thus far this year in the World Wrestling Federation. They defeated the British Bulldogs for the Intercontinental Tag Team title in the tournament final. And it was shortly after that Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid thought that the Young Stallions were the best team in the World Wrestling Federation. They held those Intercontinental Tag Team titles until WrestleMania. They lost them to Dino Bravo and Earthquake. But they stayed a top tag team title contender. This Team Demolition has had quite the roller coaster of a year as well. They are multiple-time World Tag Team Champions. They lost the titles to the British Bulldogs. They lost the titles to the Hart Foundation. They won them back both times. The last time inside of a steel cage when they defeated the British Bulldogs on Saturday night's main event. So Demolition always near the top in the World Tag Team title standings. And the introductions are being made. And this ought to be a good one. There is a different style clash. You have the power of Axe and Smash Demolition, the experience of Axe and Smash from Demolition. You also have the power but also speed and agility of Paul Roma and Jim Powers. So it will be interesting to see if the young Stallions can avoid some of the power maneuvers of Demolition as Paul Roma backs up Axe into his corner. And a clean break. Oh, and Roma charges and takes down Axe. And now stomping away on the corner is Paul Roma. So the young Stallions have been a tag team for a little over a year. And they want those World Tag Team Championships. That's the only title they haven't won here in the World Wrestling Federation. They were the first Intercontinental Tag Team Champions. And they want to become the World Tag Team Champions, as Roma has Axe. But Axe gets out with a series of elbows to the midsection of Paul Roma. And a backbreaker by Axe takes Paul Roma down. Now Axe, dragging Roma to the corner, a wise maneuver and a veteran maneuver, tags in Smash. Now Smash going to work on the arm of Paul Roma. And that's 280 pounds pulling on the left arm of Paul Roma. And now Smash with a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Up and over goes Roma. And Smash now in control. Picks up Roma. And rams him head first into that top turnbuckle. And Smash now picking up Roma. Setting him up for a snake eyes. Oh, and drops him across the top turnbuckle. Picking him up again. A slam into the turnbuckle and thrown down to the mat. So Smash showing his power and taking down Paul Roma. Jim Powers trying to cheer on, but the damage may have already been done. Into the ropes goes Roma. And it's a stalemate, a chest block, and a backbreaker by Smash. Takes Paul Roma down. Smash missing the boot. Oh, but he hits the sidewalk slam on Paul Roma. Does not go for the cover. I don't know if I agree with that decision or not. But Smash with a big right hand and has it locked in. The Cobra Clutch. Is Paul Roma going to tap? Will this be a successful defense for Demolition? Smash. Roma trying to escape. Oh, and he does. Oh, I think he was let out of it. I don't think he escaped. I think Smash let him out of it. And throws him into his corner. And here comes Axe. Oh, and they're setting him up for the Ghetto Blaster. Smash this time. And Axe with the elbow. Oh, and Roma's been busted open, but I don't think it's going to matter. They're going to retain. Oh, but no. The pinfall broken up. I think Roma may have made it to the ropes. Either that or Axe's leg was under the bottom rope and the referee would not count. But I think it's just a matter of time now. Oh, but Roma fighting back. I spoke too soon. And Roma has Axe up for a suplex. Up and down goes Axe. And Roma trying to make a comeback. He needs to make a tag. He's been busted open. There's a big cut on his forehead. And Axe throws him into the turnbuckle. It may be too late. And a tag, and here, oh, and Axe is going to throw Smash off the top rope crossbody. And again, Smash doesn't go for the cover. I don't agree with not going for the cover there. I don't know if it's being cocky or maybe maybe they don't think there's enough damage to Roma. Maybe they're giving him the respect that he would have kicked out of that. But you don't know until you try. And I've mentioned it many times before in my commentary that even if you only get a 1 count, it takes energy to kick out of a pinfall. But Roma trying to fight back, throws Smash into his corner, and here comes Powers. A tag in and a double team maneuver by the Young Stallions. Smash and a double hip toss slam. Down goes Smash. Powers now in control. And a Russian leg sweep takes Smash down. And Power slamming the back of Smash's head into the mat. And a tag, here comes Axe. Into the turnbuckle. Charges, oh. And a knee down. And Powers now slamming Axe to the mat. Powers now in control, picks up Axe. And a Gorilla Press slam. Up and down goes Axe. And as head slam, as Powers was working the head of Axe, he has him up again. Up and down goes Axe again, twice now. Can Powers? He turns out, and stomps the head of Axe. Stomping again is Powers. Powers making a comeback, another stomp to the head. Powers in control, picks up Axe. Will we have new tag team champions? Up and down with a variation of the power bomb. And Power stomps Axe before he can make a tag to Smash. And that was great work on, and a backdrop by Axe. That was great work by Jim Powers. But Axe now able to make the tag, and here comes Smash. And a rake of the eyes, Greco-Roman style by Smash. Throws Powers into the turnbuckle and follows up with a clothesline. Demolition showing their strength, because each time the Young Stallions look to be in this contest, Demolition takes over. And Powers wisely rolling out of the ring, but back in, and is met by Smash into the turnbuckle. Smash charges in a big body splash. Takes Powers down to the mat. And Smash has that Cobra Clutch locked in. This time it's locked in on Powers. Is Powers going to submit? Will Demolition retain? And again, Smash throws Powers down. He did not submit, so this match is still going on. And Smash setting up Powers. What's he have in mind? Oh, and Powers! I think it was another Cobra Clutch or a Power Slam and a crossbody by Powers. Trying to make a comeback here. Powers now working the head, and the head slam now on Smash. Down goes Smash. And Powers setting up Smash. What's he have in mind here? Picks him up. Could it be that running Power Slam? It is. Down goes Smash. Powers goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no, a kick out by Smash. Oh, I thought we had new World Tag Team Champions there, but Smash kicks out at the last second. All 4 men in the ring. Roma has Axe up for a pile driver and nails him. All 4 men in the ring. Powers setting up Smash again for another running Power Slam and nails it. This time Axe is in the ring to save him. Oh, but Smash, his leg made it to the ropes. Oh, Axe was not in position to save Smash that time. We would have had new World Tag Team Champions. The fans have risen there fighting and chanting with every blow. Some cheering for Demolition, most cheering for the Stallions. And a beautiful slam down goes Smash. And Powers can feel it, but Axe is taken out. This is their time. A clothesline, another clothesline. Off the ropes, and a leaping clothesline takes Smash down. Powers now setting up Smash. Throws him into the turnbuckle, chest first. And now Powers setting up Smash. What's he have in mind here? A superplex perhaps, as Axe is finally back up on the apron. And Powers setting up Smash. It's going to be a superplex. Up. Oh, he's hanging him. The blood rushing to the head. And all the way down goes Smash. We're going to have new champions. But Power not going for the cover. Instead, picks up Smash. Throws him again, hard into the turnbuckle. Oh, but Smash reverses it. And Smash now back in control. A back and forth contest. They are fighting for the World Tag Team Championship. Oh, and Smash up and over goes Powers. The Young Stallions had it won, but Smash made it to the ropes. Tags in Axe, and here it comes, the Ghetto Blaster again. Axe on the top, and nails an elbow. Oh, and now Powers is bleeding, but it won't matter. They're going to retain. 1, 2, and now a breakup by Roma. Oh, man. Demolition twice hit their finishing maneuver, and both times the Young Stallions got out of it. But both of the Stallions are bleeding, and Axe is just toying with Powers now. Working the leg and slamming it down. Now, Roma's on the outside. He's trying to recover. Off the ropes is Axe, and a big elbow drop. So Demolition looking to take advantage of Paul Roma not being able to save a pinfall. Axe throws Powers into the ropes. A tag, and here comes Smash. Oh, and here it is, the third time. A Ghetto Blaster. Smash now. Oh, and nails the elbow. Goes for the cover. That has to be it. 1, 2, and 3. And Demolition have retained the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team titles. What a match. This was a great match, back and forth. And the Young Stallions came just short. They had the match won. But Smash made it to the bottom rope to break the pinfall, and it took 3 Ghetto Blasters to pin the Young Stallions. And I'm sure we will see more from these two tag teams. What a great match. And the Young Stallions have proven to me that they belong in the ring with Demolition. And Demolition has proven to me that it's going to take you on your best day to defeat them for those World Tag Team titles. Fans, don't go away. The Macho Man Randy Savage is in action. But which of the Heenan family will be his opponent? Don't go away. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. So we are about to find out which member of the Bobby Heenan family will take on the Macho Man Randy Savage. And it is Ravishing Rick Rude. So as stated, as advertised, Ravishing Rick Rude is taking on the Macho Man. That means he will not challenge for the world title in our main event tonight. So King Kong Bundy is not the challenger. Ken Patera is not the, neither is Rick Rude. That leaves King, Harley Race, Haku. That leaves many others, a few others. I mean, Big John Studd, Tama. So one of those men will be vying for the World Heavyweight Championship in our main event. And Hulk Hogan is playing the same game that we are. Every time Bobby Heenan comes to the ring with one of his charges, Hulk Hogan's eliminating that name from his list. And here he is, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Of course, being accompanied by the lovely Miss Elizabeth. And there's a great aerial shot of Madison Square Garden here. We thank you for tuning in to the Gotmark76 YouTube channel, and Rick Rude in the ring flexing to the fans. The Macho Man taking his time getting to the ring. He's been enjoying the cheers from the fans lately. And now Savage running towards the ring. Has his, and a big clothesline takes Rude down. Referee calls for the bell, and away we go. The Macho Man stomping away. Rick Rude made derogatory comments in the recent weeks with his valet, Miss Elizabeth, and the Macho Man came out fuming. Has him up, leaps, and nails him with a knee drop off the top rope. This match really just started, and the Macho Man's in full control. Rude back to his feet, a big right hand, takes him back down. Goes Goes for the cover. Referee counts 1 and a kick out at 1. Off the ropes. And a big elbow takes Rude down. And again, the Macho Man leaps off the second turnbuckle this time. Has Rude up and down with a suplex. So the Macho Man with a backbreaker on Rick Rude, taking control of Rick Rude in the early going of this contest. And throws Rude hard into the turnbuckle. Oh, and a clothesline takes Rude down again. Climbing the top rope. The Macho Man has him lined up. He leaps. No, he doesn't leap. I guess he saw Rude moving. He leaps and nails him with an axe handle. But Rude, I don't think he caught all of it, glazed him. But Savage stops a kick, and an axe handle takes Rude down this time. Savage in control. Going back up to the top. What's he have in mind here? Oh, but Rude. Oh, and an axe handle nails him that time up the top rope. Savage again climbing the top rope. Savage has been a ball of fire since this match started. Lining up Rude. He leaps and nails the elbow off the top. That has to be in. 1, 2, and 3. No! Rude kicks out. Rude kicked out of the elbow off the top rope. And Savage having words with the referee over the speed of the count. And he should be refocused. There he goes. He's going back to work on Rude. Savage has been a ball of fire. I don't think Rick Rude has had one offensive maneuver in this contest. And a big clothesline takes Rude down again. This match has been all Savage. Off the ropes and an elbow. Nails Rude. Savage again going up to the top. He's spent as much time on the top rope as he has in the ring. Savage leaps and nails a knee drop off the top rope. Can he go for the cover? He does. Referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Rude. And a big right hand series of jab. Oh, a reversal by Rude. This might be a chance for Rude. Oh, and no, but he cannot. Savage fights him off. I was going to say Rude has a chance to get some offense in, or at least a break. It's been a flurry of Macho Man in the early going. Goes for the cover. And the PS4 skipped, but it was a 2 count, a 2 count. Into the turnbuckle goes Rude. Savage lining him up. He's running, he charges, and nails him with a clothesline. Rude is in trouble. Rick Rude, a top contender to every major championship here in the World Wrestling Federation, is just getting outright destroyed by the Macho Man. And that's what he gets, maybe, for going after and making comments about Miss Elizabeth. And Bobby Heenan throws a chair in the ring. He's going to try and do anything to break the momentum of the Macho Man. And now Savage again going back up to the top. This is probably the 8th or 9th time in this contest Savage has been perched high on that top rope. Rick Rude getting back to his feet. He leaps in another Dax handle, this time across the back. And Savage again climbing up to the top rope. Lining up Rude. He's going for another elbow drop. And he missed that time. Rude out of the way. Oh, and Rude takes out of the referee. Rude took care of the referee. It has Savage up, and a Rude awakening. The referee back to his feet. Rick Rude may steal a victory here. Goes for the cover. Savage is down. 1, 2, and 3. No! Savage kicks out. Rick Rude's only offensive maneuver in this contest was a Rude awakening, and it wasn't enough to put the Macho Man away. But now Rude staying on top of Savage with kicks to the head. Goes for the cover again. And Savage makes it to the ropes. Rick Rude trying to balance out the offense in this contest. Oh, and an elbow by Savage, and Rick Rude's been busted open. And Rick Rude saw the blood, now he's fired up. Throws Savage across the ring. And Rude, a little slower than normal, has been busted open on his forehead. Picks up Savage, setting him up. A maneuver off the top rope, perhaps a superplex. Open an arm drag off the top rope. And throws Savage 3/4 across the ring. Rick Rude making a comeback here, as the first half of this match was all Macho Man Randy Savage. And Rude adding insult to injury even while he's bleeding, doing push-ups on the back of the Macho Man. And Savage rolls out, and a big right hand takes care of Rude. And now Savage back in control. Picks up Rude, a big right hand. Another forearm to the back. And a roll up from behind. The Macho Man has him pinned. 1, 2, and 3. No, Rude kicks out at the last second. And a suplex by Rude takes Savage over. And Rude staying on top with a series of kicks. And now ramming the back of the Macho Man's head into the mat. But Savage with a backdrop. Rude up and over. And Savage throws Rude into the ropes. And a back body drop. High in the air goes Rick Rude. Savage climbing the top rope again. Has him lined up. Points down saying, "This is for you." Savage leaps, and another axe handle. Down goes Rude, and Bobby Heenan's had enough. He's up on the apron trying to distract the referee. He's distracting the referee as Savage up on the top rope. He's going to fly another elbow off the top. And that has to do it. That's the third elbow drop off the top rope in this contest. Goes for the cover. And Bobby Heenan distracting the referee. Savage had the pin, and the referee distracted by Bobby Heenan. And Savage going after Heenan now. Savage and Heenan. Oh, and a big clothesline takes Heenan down. Savage picking up that steel chair. He's going after Heenan, and he nails Heenan with a steel chair. Savage climbs back into the ring, but Rude back to his feet. Oh, has Savage up in a Gorilla Press Slam. The distraction by Bobby Heenan may have just helped Rick Rude. Rude picks up Savage. Throws Savage into the turnbuckle. He charges and misses. Savage moved out of the way. Inside cradle. Referee counts. Oh, and Rude makes it to the ropes. Oh, Rick Rude made it to the ropes. And Savage drops Rude with a big right hand. And Savage throwing Rude across the turnbuckles. Savage now takes Rude aside. And a knee to the back, and Rude is down. Savage now turning over Rick Rude for a Boston Crab. He has it locked in. Can Rude make it to the ropes? Rude trying to fight out of it. Can he make it to the ropes and break the maneuver? Bobby Heenan's back to his feet after that steel chair shot. And Rude escapes the Boston Crab and kicks Savage away. That's going to buy him some time there. And he's setting up Savage, has him up for a pile driver and spikes him. And Savage has been busted open. Both men busted open in this contest. And Rude just adding insult to injury with a series of kicks to the head. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. No! Savage kicks out again. Rude setting up Savage. Could it be a Rude awakening again? If he hits it, it's all over. Oh, but he goes for the kick. Blocked by Savage. Spins him around. Axe handle takes Rude down. Savage climbing back up the top. He leaps and nails Rude with a big forearm. Savage picks up Rude again. And a Russian leg sweep takes Rude down. Savage climbing the ropes again in this contest. He's setting him up for another elbow at the top. He leaves and he misses again. Rude rolls out of the way. Belly to back suplex, reversed by Savage. What a contest. They're laying it all on the line here. Savage slowly climbs the top rope again as Rude runs over Owen. Savage misses the forearm, and now Rude's going up top. Rude up on the top rope. But Savage trying to catch him, but Rude misses him, or hits him, with a forearm. And again, Rude going for a spike pile driver and nails Savage. Savage is down. And Rude displaying. Oh, he's going for the cover here. On 1, 2, and 3. No, again, Savage kicks out. Man, this has become a competitive match. A tale of two matches. The first 5 or 6 minutes was all Macho Man. And Rick Rude has more or less balanced it out since, as Savage clotheslines Rude into the corner. Savage a bloody mess. Both men busted open, but Savage is bleeding profusely. A backbreaker on Rude. Savage sets up Rude again. And an armbar broken up by Rick Rude. Oh, and a slingshot off the rope. Savage charged, and Rude played defense, slingshotting Savage across the top. He's going to go for the cover. Can he get the pinfall? 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Savage. And now Rude setting up Savage again. Could it be that Rude awakening? He kicks him midsection again, blocked by Savage. And Savage spins him around in a double axe handle. Again, takes Rude down. Savage has Rude. And now Savage setting him up for a suplex. And down. And the Macho Man climbing the top rope again. This must be the 15th or so time. He's lining him up for that flying elbow. Will he hit it? He leaps and he nails Rude. Goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3. And the Macho Man, a bloody, profusely bloody Macho Man, gets the victory here at SummerSlam. What a match this was between these two men. And the Heenan family is 0 for 3 in their matches today. We'll find out after our next contest which member of the Heenan family is challenging Hulk Hogan. But first, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase defends the Intercontinental title inside of a steel cage against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. But there's your winner, the Macho Man. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. And welcome back to SummerSlam. The following contest is for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, as Ricky the Dragon Steamboat will challenge the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. And there he is making his way to the ring, the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. There will not be interference from Virgil, from Andre the Giant, or from anybody in this contest. Hence why this match is being held inside of a steel cage. There will be a winner. It's the first man to escape the cage. And Ricky Steamboat is quite upset that it has to come to this. He wants to win the Intercontinental title, I should say, by pinning Ted DiBiase. He tried it once before. He tried it in a 2 out of 3 falls match last month. But unfortunately, the outside interference deemed it necessary for this match to be held inside of a steel cage. I'm not sure who this favors. The steel cage does not allow for Ted DiBiase to distract or take a timeout by rolling out to the floor, get himself counted out or disqualified. So one would think it could favor the Dragon. But Ricky Steamboat, again, he wants to pin DiBiase. And if DiBiase does enough damage that he can call for the cage door, climb over the top of the cage, then Savage may be in a disadvantage. But there he is nonetheless, the $1 Million Man. And the introductions are being made. And that is what it's all about, that Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. And the referee is about to call for the bell. And there it is. We are set to go. And Steamboat, with a series of big chops and right hands, has DiBiase in a front face lock. Throws him into the ropes, off the ropes, and a big chop takes DiBiase. Lashley stuns him. Another rope. And this time DiBiase goes down with that big chop. Steamboat climbing the top of the cage, but sees DiBiase getting back to his feet, and Steamboat with a series of chops and misses a drop kick. DiBiase had that wisely scouted and picks up Steamboat and a big fist to the top of the head. And now DiBiase with an atomic drop, down goes Steamboat. DiBiase going for a punch, blocked by Steamboat, big right hand. Another elbow by Steamboat. A firing right hand, a chop. Steamboat now throwing DiBiase hard into the cage goes DiBiase. Back first into that steel cage, it's not forgiving. And Steamboat with the first strike has DiBiase again, throws him face first into the cage. A reversal by DiBiase. Up and over goes Steamboat. Up and over goes Steamboat again. And Steamboat wisely holds onto the ropes, charges and takes DiBiase down with a clothesline. Steamboat climbing the second turnbuckle and thought second of it. This time he's up. He leaps an elbow, corkscrew elbow off that second turnbuckle. But it may have done just as much damage to Steamboat as it did to DiBiase. And now they're exchanging blows again. Into the cage again goes DiBiase. Steamboat now trying to climb out. Oh wait, no he's not. And an axe handle off the top rope. DiBiase down. Steamboat climbing the cage again. Oh, but DiBiase caught him. Oh, and throws Steamboat down to the mat. And now DiBiase climbing the cage. DiBiase looking to escape. And Steamboat back to his feet with a big forearm. Stuns DiBiase. And has him up. And an electric chair and down to the mat goes DiBiase. Steamboat now in control again. He's calling for the door. DiBiase's down, the referee slowly trying to get that door open. And DiBiase back to his feet. And that action has broken up the call for the door. DiBiase charges, met with an elbow. Crossbody missed by Steamboat. These two men have each other so well scouted. They've been facing each other for the last several months. And now Steamboat thrown into the cage. Back first. DiBiase picks up Steamboat into the PS4 skip. And a series of chops to the neck. Has DiBiase in a neck breaker, and down goes DiBiase. Steamboat climbing the top of the cage. DiBiase's down. This could be Steamboat's opportunity. He's climbing. Steamboat to the top. He just has to get over. DiBiase following. Oh, and DiBiase nails him. DiBiase trying to get Steamboat back over. And DiBiase kicked down. This is the chance for Steamboat. Steamboat trying to climb over. DiBiase climbing up after Steamboat. Steamboat having a hard time getting over. And DiBiase caught him. Oh, and DiBiase bringing Steamboat back in. Ramming him into the cage. But blocked by Steamboat. Steamboat with a series of elbows. And DiBiase goes down. This is Steamboat's opportunity. He's climbing the cage. He's going to win the Intercontinental title. He's climbing up. He's climbing up. And DiBiase back to his feet. Steamboat. What is Steamboat doing? He's leaping. Steamboat leaps. Oh, and he misses with a crossbody. He misjudged the distance. And that is giving DiBiase a chance to climb out. Oh, Steamboat had the match won, but wanted to do more punishment to DiBiase. He leapt for a crossbody but overshot. And now DiBiase halfway over the top of the cage. Steamboat trying to climb as well. It's a race. It's a race. Who's going to get to the floor first? DiBiase halfway over. Steamboat halfway over. DiBiase close to the mat. Steamboat's over. It's a race. Who's going to win? DiBiase lands first. And DiBiase has retained the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship here at SummerSlam. What a match. And Steamboat will look back and wonder what if he did not go for that leap. He had the match won. You had to escape the cage. And he wanted to inflict more punishment on DiBiase and went for a crossbody off the cage. And Steamboat overshot it, but there's your winner, Ted DiBiase. Our main event is next. Which member of the Heenan family will challenge for the world title? We'll find out. Don't go away. So here we go, the main event of SummerSlam. And we will find out which member of the Bobby Heenan family is challenging that man, Hulk Hogan, for the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Now, the world title was in the Bobby Heenan family for almost a year, and Hulk Hogan regained the world title at WrestleMania. And since then, Bobby Heenan has been playing mind games with who he's been having challenge for the world title. So President Jack Tunney gave Bobby Heenan a contract for this match at SummerSlam. But Bobby Heenan kept the name close to his vest on who was going to take this shot. We all thought it would be Ken Patera, maybe Rick Rude. But both of those men wrestled earlier tonight and both happened to lose. In fact, the Heenan family is 0 for 3 thus far at SummerSlam. So we will find out collectively with Hulk Hogan who his opponent is. And I'm thinking it's going to be King Harley Race or Haku. But here comes Bobby Heenan. Wait a second. Wait just 1 second. That is the Widowmaker, Barry Windham. What is he doing here? Barry Windham making his presence felt at SummerSlam. And he will be managed by Bobby Heenan. He is challenging for the World Wrestling Federation title here at SummerSlam. Oh, my eyes can't believe it. Barry Windham, the Widowmaker, in the ring. And he will challenge Hulk Hogan. Barry Windham, a former one-half of the Tag Team Champions with Mike Rotundo, making his return to the World Wrestling Federation. And Hogan says, let's get it on. The referee calls for the bell and away we go. Windham with a scoop slam, down goes Hogan. And Bobby Heenan cheering in the background. This is a coup for Bobby Heenan. But Hogan charges with a clothesline, takes Windham down. And now Hogan working the neck of the big man from Sweetwater, Texas. Hogan going for the cover, trying to put it away early. One and a kick out of one. And Hogan throws Windham into the turnbuckle hard. Down goes Windham. Hogan realizes it's in his best interest to put this match away early. Fires Windham, fights back with a kick and a clothesline from behind. And Windham takes Hogan down. Oh, I am in utter shock that Barry Windham with a big right hand takes Hogan down. Barry Windham dropping the leg across the throat. There are not many superstars here in the World Wrestling Federation who can stand inch to inch with Hulk Hogan as he nails him with a big clothesline. But Barry Windham is one of those men. Picks up Hogan, throws him into the turnbuckle hard, and bouncing down to the mat goes Hogan, holding his lower back. But Hogan taking Windham down. And a kick blocked by Windham. Owen flips Hogan over. Barry Windham, a technician and a brawler. He can do it all in the ring. Has Hogan up for a suplex and down. And Barry Windham made that look easy. He's going for the cover. 1. And a kick out at 1 by the Hulkster. Then Windham stomping away on the lower neck of Hulk Hogan. And again, working the neck of the Hulkster with that nerve maneuver right there. Barry Windham was a surprise Heenan Family member challenging for the world title. Will the Heenan Family bring back the gold as Barry Windham takes Hogan down with a clothesline? And now Windham lining up Hogan, picks him up. And this time, a big scoop slam down hard to the mat. Windham picks up Hogan. And a reversal. Into the ropes goes Windham. Oh, and Hogan misses with a clothesline. Windham ducked out of the way. And Windham clotheslines Hogan over the top into the floor. And you do not want to battle with Windham on the outside. Windham picks up Hogan. And another scoop slam down to the mat. Windham needs to get back into the ring. He cannot win the title by a countout. Hogan, he'll take a countout, to be honest, as Windham throws Hogan hard into the guardrail. Barry Windham making his presence felt in this contest. He has been in control 75% of the time in the early going. Oh, and a big, huge, beautiful drop kick by Barry Windham. Windham climbing back into the ring. The referees counts up to 7. Windham needs to break that count. Oh, and Hogan gets back into the ring. Windham throws him into the turnbuckle. And setting Hogan up. Windham with an arm drag off the top rope, and Hulk Hogan is in trouble. The world title could be slipping away. Windham goes for the cover. 1. Then a kick out at 1 by the Hulkster. The fans have risen on their feet. They are supported solidly behind Hulk Hogan. Going for the cover again. 1 and a kick out at 1. Windham doesn't know what he has to do to put the Hulkster away. So he's wisely staying on top. Picks up Hogan, lining him up in a big uppercut. Takes Hogan down. Goes for the cover again. Referee counts 1, 2. Oh, and he got it 2 that time. He's getting closer each time he goes for the cover. Windham picks up Hogan. Into the ropes goes Hogan. Up and over the top rope goes Hogan to the floor. Then Windham following him out. Picks up Hogan. And a kick to the midsection. And a big right hand by Windham. Another right hand by Windham. A kick to the midsection. DDT on the floor. And Hogan has been busted open. Hogan sees his own blood. And is thrown into the steel steps. The referee is still counting. Hogan being thrown across and into the guardrail again. Windham gets back into the ring. He has to break that count or Hogan's going to lose by countout. And Windham does. He's going back into the Hulkster. Oh, and misses with a clothesline, but does not miss with that right hand. Windham on top of Hogan, a big uppercut, takes him down. Windham has been wrestling a great match against Hulk Hogan thus far. Throws Hogan hard into the steel steps again. Hogan's in trouble. Hogan might be losing the World Heavyweight title in this contest. Hulk Hogan has not looked like himself, and how could he? He couldn't prepare. He didn't know who his opponent was going to be, much less a guy making his re-debut in the promotion. And now Windham picks up Hogan. What's he have in mind? Oh, Hogan throws him in the guardrail. Hogan now picks up Windham and throws him into the guardrail and crashes down. Oh, man. The fans are chanting, "This is awesome," and I tend to agree. As Hogan flexes to Windham, the fans have been standing. The referees count. He's going, and a kick by Windham. Another kick and a DDT by Windham. He has to get Hogan back into the ring. Count is up to 7. Windham cannot win the title on the outside. Throws Hogan into the ring. 8. Windham has to be mindful of the count, but Hogan throws Windham in. I think he may have just helped Windham there. Hogan could have taken the count-out loss and retained. Oh, but Wyndham up and over to DDT in the ring. Wyndham goes for the cover. We're going to have a new champion. 1, 2, and 3. No. Hogan kicks out. Hogan kicks out. Hogan kicks out. Wyndham picking up Hogan, lining him up. Running, charging. No, he missed. Off the ropes. Oh, and he nails Hogan with a big right hand, but Hogan blocked it. A kick to the thigh. Reversal by Hogan into the turnbuckle goes Barry Windham. And now Hogan picking up Windham. What's he have in mind? We saw Windham with an arm drag up the top rope earlier. Hogan setting up Windham. He's picking him up for a superplex. Hogan has Windham, and tosses him across the ring. Windham is down, and Hogan rolling over Windham. Will he retain? Referee counts 1, 2, and 3. No! Windham barely escapes. Windham escapes. What a back and forth contest for the world title, and there's the claw hold. Barry Windham has the claw locked in on Hulk Hogan. Can Hogan escape? Hogan is trying to do everything he can to shift his weight, to make it to the ropes, to reach back and get Barry Windham off. And Hogan maneuvering a big right hand. A second right hand breaks the hold, but the damage may be done. Windham charges big lariat, takes Hogan down. Windham picks up Hogan. He's lining him up. And now he's climbing the top rope. What's he have in mind? Hogan staggering crossbody off the top. Windham is going to win the title on top. 1, 2, and 3. No! Hogan again kicks out. Windham doesn't know what he has to do to put Hulk Hogan away. What a match for the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight title. And a lariat! The lariat takes Hogan down. Windham nails him with the lariat. We're going to have a new champion. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. No! Hogan again kicks out at the very last second. Hogan with a headbutt takes Windham down. And Bobby Heenan up on the apron distracting Hogan. Giving his man Barry Windham a chance to recover. Hogan and Heenan having words. And Hogan knocks down Windham to the mat. On the outside, Windham being picked up by Heenan. Windham looks out of it. Windham looks out of it. Hogan following suit on the floor. They're going at it on the floor again. And an atomic drop by Hogan. Hogan picks up Windham. And a big right hand. Another right hand. A third one. And a fourth, and down goes Windham. Windham's in trouble. He's let out. He's out on his feet. And a Russian leg sweep on the floor. Hogan whipping out all kinds of maneuvers. He knows he's in trouble. He knows he can feel the title slipping away. And a backbreaker on the floor. Hogan flexing to the fans here in New York. The referee still counting. Hogan slides back into the ring. Heenan trying to pick up Windham. The count is up to 8. Windham, he's groggy. 9. He has to get back into the ring. Windham charges. Can't get back in time. Hogan's going to win by countout. And Hulk Hogan successfully retains the World Heavyweight Championship here at SummerSlam. But more importantly, the Widowmaker Barry Windham is the newest member of the Bobby Heenan family and a top contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. He had many opportunities in this contest to win the title, but he fell just short, and I'm sure he will get another opportunity down the line, as Barry Windham has proven himself here at SummerSlam. He walks out not as champion, but as newest threat to the Hulk Hogan reign. So he fell just short today, but I am sure he will have another opportunity very soon. Fans, we thank you very much for tuning in to SummerSlam. What an event it's been! Barry Windham, the newest member of the Bobby Heenan family. Until next time, we'll see you at the matches. Goodbye, everybody.